Stop! Police!
Oh, shit.
We have a total of 600 in progress for most of each. Subject is 25 and appears to have shit his pants.
Get back here!
Hey, what's up? This is Community Service with Craig Conant. That's me. Are we rolling? Oh, dude, that protein bar, my tummy. I'm gonna shit my pants. Hey, I need more stories. Anyways, welcome to Community Service Podcast. What if I started it out professional like that? Hi, I'm Craig Conant. Welcome to Community Service Podcast. I'm a fucking nerd now. I have no STDs and I get my homework done. My dick is dirty. Anyways, back to business. Back to business. Oh, God. Anyways, thank you, Patreon. New members, baby. Oh, jeez. I'm going to fuck this one up. This dude's awesome. He's from India, and he messaged me on Instagram, and it's just a trip. Thank you, Gurujyot Singh. I tried my best, bro. I'm sorry. Gurujyot. Gurujyot. I'm sorry, man. Thank you, Tyler Groenwold. Seems like it should be Greenwild, but it's Groenwold. Groenwold. Thank you, Jacob Kraus. Oh, I see your schnitzel. This is getting bad. I'm making fun of people. Thank you, Nicole Rubacha, and Alicia Overlay for editing their pledge to a higher amount. God bless you all. We're leveling up. We're buying new equipment, new chairs, new shit. So I'm back to ground zero. Now, we're back in the negative, baby. It's worth it. Gotta level up. Holy shebangos. I think my money man just ordered a bunch of masks. I just got an order for $200.
Holy shit.
I don't have enough masks. I oversold. Hey, do handkerchiefs work? Do handkerchiefs from the 99-cent store work? Anyways, today's guest, I've been saying anyways a lot. It's bugging me. My tummy hurts. Oh, no. Today's guest is Ocean Glapion. Very funny dude. Opens for Dion Cole. I met him at the Improv right when I first started with Brian Monarch. I believe he was emceeing. He was a cool dude. Always hooked me up. I just did his backyard show in Costa Mesa. And now he's like, let me do the pod. So here we fucking are. And that's how we do it, baby. In the moment, vibrating with vibrators. That's the intro. That's enough. I love you all. Cut to the podcast. Why am I bringing the whole box? My guest comes in, I just panic. I just carry the whole box. I get excited. Company.
This is nice, man.
Sorry. Yeah, dude, I fucking came up, bro. $670 when I initially moved in. Now I'm at $787 because it's been 6 years. Got rent control.
Uh-huh.
I came with this. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
So here's what I had something like that too. I had my mom. I went to school, and I came back home, and my mom had got like a 2-bedroom apartment on like La Cienega and Cadillac. That's like La Cienega and Venice, and It was like maybe $1,000 or like $1,100. I got it, and then I fucked it off. Like. I was like, I don't want to live in this neighborhood anymore, and I moved.
You fucked up, bro. You subleased that. Let's start. We rolling, bro. We don't. Wait, you can't set it down. Remember? Okay. First things first. Look at these busted ass bottoms of the can. You got that?
Yeah.
Fucking Target. Hey, pay your employees more. They're dropping the fucking 8-packs.
Oh, you guys just start already. You just go into
we
it.
don't give a
okay,
shit,
good. There ain't no intro or nothing. I'll put the headphones on. Just the whole.
You think I got a structure, bro? You think we? Everybody, this is Ocean Glapion. Did I say it right?
You did say it right.
I did?
Yeah.
All right. That's because I got swag, bro. We can't set our motherfucking beverages down.
Shit, but I didn't know that you didn't have a structure on it. You were just like, let's go.
We just talk, man.
That's
I
right.
fucking hate all those podcasts. outline, structure. Go fuck yourself. We swing from the hip over here. You hear that, ladies?
I'm trying to get set up here. I'm trying to look handsome and look cool and all that shit. All right. I think I might need a little bit more volume in my earphones. Is that possible?
No, you need a little less, bro. You're hurting. I'm just kidding. We eat the mic. No, he's a pro.
I've been so excited to do this though.
Dude, we do it quick, bro. You said, hey, let me do your podcast. What
Absolutely.
happened?
It was right here.
Bam.
You was like, yeah, I got a couple of guests, and then you called me. I was like, absolutely. I've been wanting to do this for the longest because I love you as a person, but even more, I love you as a comic as well. Like, you super dope and
love
super
you
funny.
too, man.
And I just love, whenever you go, there's only a certain amount of people that I watch. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch other comics. I really don't. I just try not to even be around. I don't want to have any sort of point of view or anything. I don't want to think I wrote something and 2 years later, like I heard it from you, and 2 years later I'm thinking I wrote it and it's not me.
No, that's a real thing. I'm the same way. I don't want to absorb. People think people steal shit. Sometimes they do, but sometimes you just hear it once, and then 3 years later you're like, I got an idea,
Exactly.
and it's not of any malicious intent whatsoever.
Absolutely. But you're so amazingly different in your stand-up, right? like, and that's a good thing, right? I mean, like, no one, like, your point of view is yours. Like, there is no one can do what you do.
Well, thank you, man.
Yeah, for real. So I don't mind
appreciate
watching you.
Thank you.
And you're hilarious, so
Thank you, man. I
Yeah.
watched you too, man.
I appreciate it.
That was a fun backyard show, dude.
It was.
Well, because I had 2 guests lined up, so I was gonna get you in 3 weeks.
Right.
But then motherfucking Agostino Zoida has a job and has to provide for his wife, and was like, "Can you do it at night?" I was like, "No, bro, go fuck yourself." So you slid in his spot.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
appreciate it. Well, thank you for having responsibilities, because I'm off unemployment in this bitch right now.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay,
That guy has a
Can we do it?
job.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
out of here. What are you doing, bro? Fucking join the rest of the world.
Just chilling.
We don't do shit, man.
Exactly, man. I had to finally, I was like, I can't do this non-stage. So I was like, let me go ahead and put on the show.
That's what we're doing, dude.
Yeah.
I've been performing literally in parking lots, in backyards. I snuck out of the state and snuck a couple gigs in real quick before the world
Isn't it?
bubbles shut down, you know?
Okay. So now I know why you burp on your podcast, because I was watching it a lot. It's because you drink these drinks.
There's a lot of bubbles, man.
A lot of I was like, yo, he burps a lot. Okay, now I get it.
You'll get one out too, man.
Exactly.
Damn, man. I keep wanting to set this fucking drink down. This was a curse.
I know. It's all good.
It's bullshit.
All good. What's the name of your cat?
Mr. Cat.
Oh my God.
I'm a simple man,
So
bro.
a simple
What do you
man.
want? I call it for what it is. The second cat will be Mrs. Cat, even if he's a girl. That's Mrs. Cat. He identifies as Mrs. Cat.
That's right. So you're a cat person or a dog person?
I was a dog person,
Uh-huh.
and this fool knocked on my door, and now I'm an old cat lady. I don't know what
Wow.
happened to me. I made the switch.
Made the switch.
Until you get a cat, you don't understand. Like all those weird cat people, I made fun of my entire life.
Right.
My entire life. One of my homies' ex-girlfriends choked me out because I was making fun of her cat. And I had no idea. Oh, have I shared this story? This is a crazy one, dude.
Tell me.
So we were at a party. As you know, I used to get real fucked up. And then I was late to the party. And I didn't know my boys were already ragging on her for being a cat lady. I had no idea.
No idea.
So I walk in and I just hear cat. So I join in. I wasn't a comic then, but you're a comic,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
So
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh yeah, fuck your cat. She jumped on my back, started choking me out, rear naked choke, like legit. I was like, okay, like tap, like, okay. I literally dropped to my knees and things were going shit. And I literally had to like pinch her wrist. It's like, get up. And then everyone was like, oh my God. Like Craig just got choked out. And I was like, what the fuck, man? I just joined the party. Like, wait, I was in that party for 32 seconds. I immediately got choked out. I was like, what happened? I didn't know. Anyways,
How did you come back from that? What did you do? How'd you get her off? You just pinched her?
I pinched her, but people pulled her off me. Like I was going down, dude. There was this was no joke. Like this was like, oh shit, he's passing out. I was like, get her off him.
So do you think that she was like, because you said you came into the party late, so do you think that she was scanning who she could jump on,
and she just saw you as like, he's the guy I
I
can
never
choke out.
thought of it that way, but God damn you. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You joined late and she just all of a sudden just jumps on you. She was like the next motherfucker that looked like I could take him if they said I'm jumping on him. And that's what happened. And you
And
just walked
my
in
whole
there.
life, I thought I was the straw that broke the camel's back. But really, I was the bitch that walked in that she could choke out. I still think it was 50-50. A little bit of both.
Don't feel bad. I got beat up by a girl.
Dude,
in,
it happens,
yeah,
man.
when I was in like the 6th grade. Straight up, I came off like the yellow bus. I don't know if y'all ever took the yellow bus to
I did.
school. Okay, and I was in the back. And it was like this fat black girl in the front. And I was in the back and I was talking shit. I was like, yeah, you fat black bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just talking shit. And she was like, when I get off this bus, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm like, yeah, whatever, you fat
I
black
love
bitch.
that, though.
Right.
I respect the fuck out of people like, well, you watch. When I
Right.
get a pop, and they do it, and it's the best.
Right. So we're driving and we get to the stop. I you know.
You forgot you
I
were making
forgot.
that?
Yeah, I forgot that I'm supposed to fight the girl. I totally forgot. So you know how in school when you were young, everybody used to swarm around. Like I don't know how old
Oh,
you
yeah.
are.
I'm
but
36,
everybody-
bro.
Okay, so
I
I'm
keep it
36
clean,
too.
man. This is drugs
okay, you
right
look
here.
Good. You look good. So I'm 36
People don't
too.
know you rub speed under your eyes.
So everybody's crowding around. I'm looking at the bus like, what's going on? What's about to happen? I totally forget. I come off the bus. She just socks the shit out of her. Boom! I'm like, oh, that's right. I'm supposed to be fighting this girl.
I forgot.
I forgot. She just starts whipping my ass. So now I'm like, I think at that point when you're a kid, you can fight a girl.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
So
you were
I-
like 9, right?
Right, yeah, I'm like 9, 10. So I'm like, I'm ready to fight her. And then like
Girls are bigger back then.
Yeah. Oh, no, and like I said, she was fat and she was big and she was hitting me hard. So I go back to fight her and all the dudes starts grabbing me. So you can't hit a girl and she just she's
Well,
continually
grab her too.
Right. She's continually to wail on me. And I think I said some shit like, yo, she just keeps punching me. That was
Hell,
my beat up
that's
story.
so funny. I don't remember too many co-ed fights, but there was a couple. There was always a couple. But didn't that teach you a lesson, though? I mean, I said this before, but everybody needs to get knocked out once.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, it took me about 4 or 5. But
Get knocked out.
I
once.
got my face stomped. My personal trainer stomped my head.
What? Why?
I had it coming, bro. You didn't know me.
How? You're like the nicest guy in the
No,
world.
that's why I'm sober. I'm sober. Dude, I used to do drugs and drink. I think I told this story, but I'll tell it again. I got kicked out of, this is the 3rd bar I got kicked out of. I won't redo all of it. But it was a 2-story bar, and I was upstairs wetting toilet paper and throwing it down at people dancing, so just slapping them in the, oh, it was so funny, dude. Anyways, I got kicked out because you're not supposed to do that.
Right.
And then I was a frisky, crafty fucker. I snuck back in. Then the bouncer's like, what the fuck? And then they picked me up and threw me in the bushes like this. I was sideways, and I was like, ah, like I was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I was on cocaine.
Okay.
And cocaine and whiskey, guys, don't do that. It's a bad combo. So then it should have ended there, but I'm also nuts. And then I found some beer bottles, so I just threw the beer bottles at them, and then glass shatters at all these big guys, and then I just run. And then I left my homie just standing there, so they just go to him, and he almost gets killed because of my actions.
Right.
And I don't know any of that. So later we get to my homie Luke picks us up, and I'm in the back seat of a 2-door Infiniti G35, and he's in the front seat, and he's pissed at me, but I don't know. So I'm playing with him, and then somehow we end up like slap boxing, but he's not slap boxing.
He's for real.
All of a sudden he just starts wailing on me in the car, and I start wailing on him, and Luke's driving, and he pulled it like, what the fuck? We're fist fighting in a tiny coupe.
Wow.
And then when I it's a 2-door, so the seat folds forward, and I'm going to get out, and he just pulls me out and stomps my head, and then walks off. And I just laid there like, and even Luke was like, oh, too far. I had half my body in the car and just hit my head in the gutter. I couldn't chew for a fucking week. I tell you what, though, I apologized to him, and he when he stomped me, his sunglasses fell out of his pocket, and I had them, and I was like, when I return these, I'm gonna knock them out. And then I ended up just giving it to him, be like, my bad, dude, I'm fucked up,
Right.
Now, he probably shouldn't have stomped my head.
Right.
We're boys.
You boys.
But I could understand the rage and anger. The fool almost got jumped by like 4 6'6" dudes.
Right.
And he's my size.
Right. Right.
You know,
right,
he's
right.
ripped now though, but he wasn't then.
Right.
And anyways, I had it coming, and he even said, like, we both learned a lot that day. You know, like I felt real bad about that.
Are you guys still friends?
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
friends?
He owns a gym and he personal trains me
Okay. Nice.
for dirt cheap because of the head stomping. He's that motherfucker still got a piece of my tooth in his boot. But I just did that to people, man, because I was just wild. It was before I was a comedian. I didn't have an outlet, so my outlet was adrenaline, drugs, and alcohol. Mm-hmm. So I was always the wild jack. I was the roof guy.
Right.
It's just like, why is he on
Why
the roof?
Why, yeah.
That's a bit, but it's not a bit. Like I was always like, they'd be like, we're just at a party, we're having fun, and this
Right.
fool's on the roof ready to. I'm not an acrobat. I'd be trying to make impossible jumps, and my shoulder's crooked. If I stand up straight, my right shoulder is much lower than my left because of a roof injury. I jumped.
You jumped off a roof.
Yeah, and I just fucked my shoulder up. And instead of going to the doctor, I just lived with pain for about a decade, and here we are, dude. What are you gonna do, man?
That's funny. That's funny. I think men are scared to go to the doctor.
Yeah,
now.
we're stupid.
We are stupid.
We're
Women like, I'm going. Men are like, I'm not doing none of that. It'll heal on his own.
You know, that's a real statistic. I don't remember the exact numbers, but a certain percentage more people die from male physicians and doctors than female, because females listen to you,
Right.
and they understand.
Right.
And men are like, walk it off.
I'll walk it off.
You're hemorrhaging in your head. Walk it off. Here's a Band-Aid. Here's the Neosporin. Here's a copay of $1,000.
It's so funny that you were talking about the experience in the club and you almost got your friend beat up, because that happened to me too. Like back in the days, my friend was like, I used to hang around with gangsters and shit. I was just bad before comedy, and I was hanging around with this one gangster dude, and he got totally hammered. And he was just messing with the wrong gang, but they knew him, so they was just trying to let him pass.
Yeah.
But he would not let it up, and he was just super, super drunk, and he was just all on the dudes. It was like 3 to 4 dudes. It was him, and I go up to him, I'm like, Sam, bro, like, listen, we not right now. Like, you know what I mean? We outnumbered.
And you're too drunk.
And you too drunk.
Yeah.
And he looked at me, he was like, yeah, motherfucker, don't, if I'm about to get on these cats' head, you don't never say nothing to me. I said, all right, bro, it's on you. They take the stool, like the comedy stool, bust his head, bust his whole joint open. Then they turn to me like, you was with him, right? Like, nah, man, I'm just helping this dude.
Nah, just dancing, man.
Just dancing, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't want my face busted up at the time. I felt like I looked good. So I was like, I don't want that.
Nah, I'm gonna
he didn't even remember.
You're like, nah, you want a drink? You want a drink?
Exactly.
Shots on me.
Exactly. Shots on me.
Oh, God, the stupid drunken. I'm so glad I don't drink anymore. I'm not even a
how's that
fighter.
going for you?
Look, I'm 7 years sober, bro.
Damn.
A lot of burping. Lot of burping.
Was it hard to stop drinking?
Oh, my God. The first year, people don't understand. Like, that was my whole identity. I was the drug man. I was Pineapple Express. Like, when that movie came out, I've said this before, but, like, I was like, that's me.
Right.
I need to go to Hollywood because
Right.
I'm him. I was mainly the weed guy, but I fuck with pills and powders and booze was, and then the first year was like impossible, and the saying goes one day at a time, because that's truly how you got to take it. And then the second year was pretty hard too, and then after that I'm kind of lucky, it was just autopilot. But some motherfuckers, they're just like, every day's a struggle. I'm like, you're 9 years sober, bro. Get over it.
Get over it.
But it genuinely takes a couple years to get the happy juices flowing again, because you're so dependent on that from pills and alcohol or whatever your poison is. And I don't smoke weed, even though I'm wearing a high society shirt. But weed, I always say, is weed saved my life from the other shits,
Right.
from booze and narcotics. And I always love weed, and I may go back to it later, but I just always kind of wanted to get somewhere first. And I would start to smoke like Snoop Dogg, and
Right.
I don't have a kitchen yet,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I wanna. That's my whole goal. It's like, all right, get some shit,
Yeah.
and then maybe we smoke a little weed.
But this is dope. I like this.
It
Like,
is
it's
dope, but
kinda
7
like a-
years in here, you're just like, all right,
Right. But
I
it's
want a
kinda
bigger
like a
space.
loft, a little
Yeah.
bit.
I have a fucking cozy little spot,
You do.
but I think I'm approaching 8 years in here, 7 years. Yeah, and you know, I could go for a bedroom, a living room, a kitchen. Like that's a fake out kitchen. Everyone assumes that's a kitchen, but there's no sink, there's no stove, there's no oven.
Oh shit!
That's
really?
a walk-in closet with a refrigerator and some shelves. That's
Oh
what that is.
wow, that's dope though. I thought it was a kitchen.
You do the dishes in the bathtub.
Oh,
we'll see.
okay.
We'll see if you still say it's dope, man.
Well, okay, then
I'm getting a humpback.
Now I understand. But I thought it was a real like kitchen.
Yeah. And for 6 years, I didn't use paper plates. And then this last year, I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm a
Right.
hippie. I was like, I can't. These dishes in the tub, they're killing me.
But this is great. You know why? Because it's very easy for you to always have sex with a girl because the bed is right there. To watch TV, you gotta be on the bed. That's how you gotta look at shit. You can, like, she's not gonna come over here. She can't even see the TV. Like, she has to lay down. You're automatically
only place
winning.
to sit.
It's the only place to sit. You're automatically
Sorry.
winning.
Oh, that's so funny. You
Right?
see, you're always positive, man.
Absolutely. This is it. This is why I would want to be in the
Yeah.
studio because I'm like, yo.
Let's go to my place.
Exactly. That's why I always wanted
Let's go to
loft.
the studio.
I have like a 2-bedroom condo, and I gotta take the girl into the room so she already knows what's happening.
Yeah.
Here, you're good. They're already there.
Yeah, let me walk you 2 feet to the bed.
Exactly. She walks in, she's not gonna sit really here because
Yeah.
like, this is probably the cat spot.
Yeah, don't sit on my cat.
Exactly. So she's like, I gotta sit on this bed, and you're like, oh, well, why don't we just lay down?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is good.
I paid extra for the premium mattress too.
Did you?
I paid 2 G's for that. I was employed at Trader Joe's at that time. So I had what's that called? Steady
You had steady
income? Yeah, and then I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm buying the I really wanted the $5,500 one, but I was like, I can't do that. Dude, it's worth it, bro. You're on it every night of your life pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so worth it.
It is. My bed is comfortable too. So but I don't know if I really want it too comfortable because then you want to lay in the bed longer than you normally would.
Yeah, it'll get you.
It'll get you.
You don't
so-
want to get out.
Yeah, you don't
I
wanna
wake up
get
at
out.
noon and stay until 1. I'm like,
Exactly.
I walk outside, it's 3 p.m. I'm like, oh, fuck.
But isn't
I
it
fucked
comic
up.
life great? You wake up at noon.
It is, but sometimes that's bad, dude. You're
Why?
like, because the rare occasion, 'cause I started working out 2 weeks ago. I'm
Okay.
a big buff man now. Where are the results, a doggo? You stomped my head. Give me a bicep. Where's my goddamn bicep at? Dude. But so I woke up early. I worked out. I got my tires fixed. I fucking mailed merch, was home and like had breakfast by the time I would have woken up, and
Right.
all by noon. I'm just like,
So you're
damn.
being productive, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but only like twice.
So what's your fitness goal since you're working out? Because my goal is to get like you and be thin.
No, be fit. I just want to be fit.
Okay.
I'm just scrawny and I got a little gut now. I gained 15 pounds during the quarantine.
Yeah,
I did the standard quarantine 15. That shit is real.
Yeah. It's real.
I was like, damn, where did this lunch come from?
Yeah, right.
I didn't have those handles before.
right.
Where'd those come from?
It is a standard real.
It's depression, ice cream, and conspiracy theory videos. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Go outside, ride your bike. Anyways, I'm very lucky. I have a fast metabolism, so once I start working out, I'm sure it'll go pretty quick.
It will, because you look like you're fat. I look at food, I get fat.
That's good, man.
Absolutely. Look,
my
I'm
Mexican size like that. You should see their necks, bro. As big as a Buick, man. Oh man.
I got a question. Where did you get this Tupac candle from? Like, how did that come about?
You know what? I'm sorry. I think it was mailed to me by a fan.
Really?
And I don't remember exactly who. I'm sure I gave him a shout out in the moment. I have no clue.
It's dope though.
It's so dope.
Yeah, it's dope. I've never seen that before.
I used to have a Tupac shrine. I still kind of do a little bit. You look on the fridge, there's some shots of him.
Okay, that's
But
your
I
favorite
got-
artist?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
That collage I made in high school, I did a project on him when I was 15. Because one of my first albums ever, I was like 12. I was in 6th grade, and I was All Eyes on Me.
Okay, yeah, I like that album.
So I think you know, but I'm half Mexican and half white as
Yeah.
fuck. So I had the, you know, some cousins were gangsters,
Yeah,
and,
right.
and I had older sisters. So I got Wu-Tang and Too Short, and then the old school Mexicans, I got like Debbie Deb, and you know,
Right.
the fucking classic shit, the Africa Bombada, and then so I just had an eclectic. Thank God. What if I just listened to corny music? Imagine just choosing your own music as a kid. You're just Backstreet Boys kid.
I fuck with
Fucking
Backstreet
what?
Boys.
I do too, but I'm just saying that's it. I fuck with Backstreet Boys too, but I'll mix in a little Tupac.
Okay, so Backstreet Boys are in sync.
That's a tough one, man.
That's a tough one,
They're
right?
both
That is
good.
a
Bye,
tough
bye,
one.
bye, bye, bye.
That's a tough one.
Damn, dude. I think Backstreet Boys. My cousins will kill me because they're diehard NSYNC fans.
Right.
But I say Backstreet Boys, but then, you know, JT, come on, man.
You can't fuck. So
That guy.
that's my answer
Oh,
too.
my God.
But I have like a difference of the reason why. Like you got to go in sync because of Justin. Like out of all the guys, he's the best one.
Oh, dude, that shit, Cry Me a River.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what goes around comes around every time. It's like,
Yeah.
ow, ow. That shit is fire,
It
dude.
is. But I would take Backstreet Boys because Justin is selfish. He refuses to go back and do anything with NSYNC. Like he's just like,
I mean,
fuck y'all, make your money on your own and shit.
Have you seen Lance Bass?
I don't give a fuck. I mean, at least throw him a bone or something. Like,
Give him 1 year.
give him 1 year.
Dude,
Joey can get in shape for that 1 year.
Have
'Cause
you
Joey
s-
just said, fuck it, I'm just eating everything.
Yeah, he did. Have you
was
seen
like-
his house, though?
No, is it sick?
It was the sickest shit. His MTV Cribs, dude. That guy's just a family man. He had the biggest, fattest pool. And that guy, he wrote an open letter to the One Direction guys, because the JT of their group was leaving them to do solo stuff, and he wrote this letter like, "You guys will be fine, don't worry." And he goes, "I'm just playing. You're fucked. You're fucked." He's like, "I don't even know if Chris Kirkpatrick is alive or dead." It's the funniest open letter I've ever read in my life.
Oh, I gotta go and look
Oh,
that up.
dude.
Yeah, I gotta look it up.
He just rips into him. He's like, oh my God. He's like, me? He's like, I want to kill myself. I host a TV show for kids. It's so real and so funny, dude.
That's what I was gonna say. What does he even do for a living?
But he's got royalty money. See, they got in music at a time when the album sold, and you
Right.
know, before, if you're just purely streaming and you know, you don't make money like they used to, because they've made so much money in royalties.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If they invested just a small percentage, they're fine.
Yeah.
Imagine popping off now and everything's streamed and you get like 0.1 of a cent per play, and you're just like, remember records?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're fucked, dude.
Yeah. Dion on his Netflix special got a record. And you know, his whole Netflix special is on a real record.
That's awesome.
And yeah, and he was so excited that he got a real record, because he was like, that's how it used to be when everybody was doing albums. You would listen to George Carlin or anybody, they would be on a record.
That's a record.
Okay.
That's a record. I have George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Sam Kinison. Of my family, my mom and dad love Richard Pryor, so
Okay.
and they're old farts. They're
Right.
73 now. And so I had George Carlin on vinyl, and I just took their shit, dude. It's so dope. So dope. Bill Cosby, they had like 5 Bill Cosbys. You can't say that no more. But yeah, so I'd get to hear this crazy shit as a kid. You're just like, oh, what's that? You know,
Right.
it's so cool. And then of course, Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor, dude. Come on, man. See no evil, hear no
Right.
evil, and stir crazy.
Yeah.
That one on the train, I just rewatched. It still holds up.
Okay, I'm going to give you a take that I've never told anybody because it's blasphemy for a black comic. but I don't think Richard Pryor's that funny. I've
What the
never thought
fuck?
he was that funny. I know. I never thought he was
What
that
about
funny.
come on? What about the crack when it blows up in his face? He said, "My friends know me best. I just dip the milk in the cookies, and it just happened to set my face
It's
on fire."
No,
That's,
I get
come
it.
on.
I get it. But I just never thought he was that funny. I never understood what everybody liked about him so much. I just didn't understand
I
it.
just loved him because he was a storyteller,
Right.
and then you just saw like the mafia bit. He's like, "Could you believe this fucking guy?"
yeah.
And I don't know. You didn't like none of that shit.
I just, and I understand that all, everybody that's, black came after him, like copied him, like Eddie Murphy and shit, who was my favorite.
Yeah,
But Eddie Murphy just pretty much stole his style and made it, his own and shit. But I just never was a fan of Richard Pryor.
I just like, I've always searched for that, like even in hip hop, like, oh, who started this? Who was the pioneer of punk or heavy metal or hip hop? So I like researching who's the pioneer of stand up.
Right.
Everything is like Lenny Bruce, then Richard. Without those two gentlemen, it was corny,
Right.
and that's dope.
Well, what about George Carlin?
George Carlin too, but George Carlin didn't. I mean, he's one of the greatest to ever do it.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, but like I just feel like Richard Pryor was more important at the time because George, I felt like he was revolutionary, but later, But they're both gangsters. It's just.
No, I respect Richard. I'm not saying that. I just for me, never thought he was that funny.
I got his complete albums in a little disc set, and I can't get enough of that shit, man. That fucking. I'll just literally skip back and the milk and cookies bit over and over, dude. That's just fun. He's fucking smoking crack in this.
No, I'm not saying
Freebase. What you gonna do, Rich? Come on, Jim Brown. What you gonna do, Rich?
That's right. No, I like I said, I get it. I just never thought he was that funny.
Yeah.
But I liked Bill Cosby. I thought Cosby was funny. His dentist bit is like the greatest bit to me.
Yeah, he's fucked because
He's fucked.
he was one of the greatest comedians ever, period.
Right.
And now you can't say his name.
Exactly. It's like R. Kelly. You can't say R.
Yeah.
Kelly's name. It's bad if you listen to R. Kelly, and I just want to go back and listen
He's
to
got
so
some
many
hits,
R.
man.
Kelly songs. I know.
What is up with him? What the fuck was that song where he just goes, it's a song, it's just dope R. Kelly beat, it's dope song, and then all of a sudden in the middle of it, he goes, like two gorillas in the jungle making love. You're going to need to Google that, otherwise I'm going to sound like a piece of shit.
I know
You
which
know
one
what I'm
you're
talking about, right?
Yeah.
But I was just like, what?
Yeah.
Because it just comes, it was a left hook out of nowhere.
Right.
And you're like, was
Right.
it that fucking who was that? Cameron? That if you wanna come to my hotel, was it that one?
It probably was. If you want to come to my hotel, but that's with Jay-Z.
That song is so dope.
Yeah.
Remember that shit? Oh my god, that's when I was clubbing too. All that R. Kelly hits,
He was just clubbing. He was
just
getting
clubbing. It was the shit.
So are you from LA? Where you
Mhm.
from?
Well, the suburbs, Torrance
Torrance.
and Lomita.
Right.
Harbor City, born in Harbor City. You know that hood.
I do know that. Right.
My mom and aunt and uncle, they live in Wilmington, and a lot of my family was from Wilmington
Right.
and San Pedro and Lomita and Torrance.
It's a song called Snake.
Snake.
What the
That's
fuck?
right.
We can't play because the fucking YouTube flags it.
I can link to it.
And there goes my
You can link to
$8
it,
for this video. It was like $8. You know what? Just play it.
Was it featuring anyone? Or it's just
That one was just him.
Yeah, I just remember it just came out of nowhere, and I was literally just rocking out, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
yeah, man.
Big Tigger has a verse.
Oh, okay.
You're too white to say
You're
that.
I know.
absolutely
Didn't sound.
Big
Say
Tigger.
tiger. Say tiger.
Big Tiger. R. Kelly had it all.
He
just
did. Is
could
he
not-
in jail?
He's still in jail right now.
Damn.
He just couldn't stay away from the young pussy, I guess.
Sex cult shit.
Yeah.
That interview too was so weird.
So weird.
It was so weird.
His painted on hairline, just everything was just so weird about it. And it's just the way
Was
he
it
was
Barbara
jumping.
Walters?
No, he was with Gail.
Gail. Oh,
Gail,
that's right.
Yeah, Gail. And she was just so like calm, and he just going on. He just having
He poured water on his.
This is my life here. He just going on. You killing me. And he just everybody's just like she's like looking at him like, oh my God. He looked like the drunk uncle that just just going off at the party, and
Yeah.
you're just looking like, oh, that's your Uncle Tom. He's gonna be okay.
Yeah. He'll fall asleep in the bushes.
It's like, right. He'll be all right.
Oh my God.
He had it all though. He could not stop with the girls because he won the first case.
Yeah.
After that, like I just don't understand. It's the same thing with Michael Jackson. Like one of my favorite things was when Chris Rock was talking about Michael, and he was like, "Another kid, another motherfucking. I'm done with Mike. Another fucking kid."
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if you get away with it the first time, like, just fuck it. Like, just tear down your Disney world. It's over.
I like
you know what I mean?
Cat Williams
What
bit
is-
on it. He goes, I like bitches, so I got silk pillows for the bitches.
right.
Michael Jackson has a motherfucking amusement park. He likes kids.
I didn't think about that until he said it. Like,
Yeah,
that's what's so great about comedy. Like, you can really, like, a point of view, you can go, oh, that's right.
I love Michael so much. I don't
too.
want to believe it, man. I'm having a hard time though.
I don't believe it.
I just want to say, like, all these documentaries come out after he's dead. Why didn't you do them when he was alive? We could have a
all
little
it is.
rebuttal, a little two sides of the argument. And it was very graphic.
He just was a kid from his whole, like, he was famous.
He
since
never
he was
grew up.
8. Never grew up. He was a Jehovah's Witness.
He was beating the shit
beating his shit. His dad was cheating on his mom.
and would say, don't tell your mama. And he
Exactly.
never did.
Right.
Michael's not a snitch.
Not
Respect.
a snitch. Right.
Respect,
right,
Michael.
right.
You
And
G.
I just think he never, like, he just felt kids were innocent. But again, like I said, after the first kid, another fucking kid.
Yeah.
I would just not fuck with no more kids.
There's another goat, Chris Rock. Dude.
Oh,
that
that's- oh my-
special,
oh my God.
bigger and blacker.
Oh, yeah.
They never can raids.
Never.
I said raids. Or raids too. They're still gonna do that. Never.
Yeah,
The money's in the medicine.
yeah.
Put the dusting on it. Put the dust. Bro. Oh man, that shit. The big piece of chicken.
Big piece of
We're
chicken.
just saying punchlines. Go do your homework. Watch that.
Exactly. And-
I used to watch that shit so much.
me too.
My sister TiVo'd it and had DirecTV in her room only because she paid for it, and I would always go in there and watch it. Oh, so much. I have it on DVD.
Oh yeah, I watched all of Chris Rock.
Dude, it's so good. What was the fucking bullet control? We need bullet control. Now there's no bullets.
There's no bullets.
It's sold out.
Are you into politics at all? You just
I gotta be now.
Right,
the
right,
world's
right.
on fire.
Exactly.
Look at me, bro. Do you think I want to read this shit?
right.
It's all, okay, everybody. Here's something you all know, but I'm gonna say it. It's all bullshit. Both sides. They're all
sides.
full of shit.
It's the
They're all
WWF.
full. It is. It's theater.
It's the WWF.
It's fucking theater.
That's all it is.
I hate all sides. I
Right.
hate all members. There's like
Right.
two good ones,
Right.
and no one will allow them. One guy's got, I already said this, got cream cheese and lox bagel on the side of his mouth. The only guy with a perfect record in history, Bernie, and they won't
Right.
let him
They won't
run.
let him in.
And now we got a fucking child sniffer and an orange fucking raper. That's what we got, guys.
Exactly.
It's poop or poop, man. It's fucked.
And everybody keeps saying, like, pretty much like damn, what they there's this term where they just talk about how they just want to get Trump out, like anything's better than Trump. And I'm like, it's not. Like,
Yeah.
It's like if there's a shit that's already sitting there and I go take another shit right next to that shit,
It's two shits.
it's still two shits.
It's two shits.
It's still two shits. Like, so why is it like anything is better than? I'd rather the shit that's already been sitting there for a while because it's hard. I can walk around it. You know what I mean? I know what's going on.
The flies kind of dissipated a little bit. It's got maggots now. It's decomposing.
At least I know what I'm getting with that shit. This new shit, I don't know. It could just spread all. I don't know.
Dude, this shit is scary, man.
scary.
I don't trust neither of them. You can't even say opinion on
You can't.
either of them. You'll get canceled.
Yes.
And it's just like, I said it on my Patreon, but I was just like, why don't we just do like no hosts at the Oscars? How about no president?
No president.
No president. Kevin Hart bowed out. No host. No host.
Right. This is how much you can't say anything. I posted on my Instagram. I just said, congratulations. I don't even really know how to say her name. Kamala Harris, whatever. But black people, just do your research and don't just vote for her because she's black. I got killed.
Yeah, dude.
All I'm saying is do your research. I'm not saying don't vote for her. I'm just saying do your research. Oh, I'm just like, yo, I just took it down. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't.
I
You
can't
can't
even-
say anything anymore.
Can't even say anything.
People don't like facts.
Right.
You're like, well, they, you know, she arrested a lot of people and put a lot of people away for a long time.
A long time.
A long time
For
over
very-
some bullshit.
For bullshit. But people do not want to hear that. Yeah. And then you get it's crazy. But it's truly the WWF, and it's like, remember when you thought this shit was real WWF?
Yeah.
And then you were like, damn,
Dude, I thought Undertaker killed people. I was like, oh my
Exactly.
God. Not Booker T. That's my favorite. Can you dig it, sucker? I used
He
to
was
be
your
in the,
favorite?
He was Booker T and Gold Tusk.
Oh,
Tag
no.
team champions of the world, bro.
Really? That's your favorite wrestler of all time?
No, maybe. I was a
What?
weirdo. I like all the not. I like X-Pac, New World Order, not the real one taking over the world right now, but the wrestling one.
Right.
Oh,
NWO,
Shawn
right?
Michaels and the Big Show and Hulk. Remember that shit?
Of course, but my favorite was the
Stone
Ultimate
Cold.
Warrior, yo.
Ultimate Warrior. So he was old school. I was a little kid. I remember him in the Hulk battles. Ultimate
yeah.
Warrior. Macho Man. Randy Savage.
Randy Savage. All of
Snap
them.
New Slim Jim.
Yeah. See, I didn't like none of after like maybe like NWO. I didn't like any wrestlers. Like I liked The Rock, but not really.
When The Rock came around, that's when I started to peter out. I stopped when I in high school when I finally started getting girls or a girl. That's when I was like, okay, wrestling's done.
Right.
I don't need to wrestle men. I got some pussy. But up until that, we loved it,
Oh
man.
yeah. Hulk Hogan was like, of course, everyone's hero. He
Yeah.
was my hero. But
Remember that
Ultimate-
movie,
The
No
Nanny?
Holds Bar?
Oh yeah, yes.
With
yes.
fucking Debo?
Yeah. Z.
I saw that in theaters with my Nana. I made my poor 80-year-old Nana. No, you'll love it, Nana.
Yeah.
Fucking Z, man. He's crazy.
Yeah. that's
Yeah, the
right.
Nanny. I remember that
Remember
shit.
the Nanny, but Hulk was just bald, and he didn't want to cut that shit off to at least, you know what I mean? Like The Rock just cut his shit off and was like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah.
Hulk was like, I'm not
Nah.
gonna cut this. I'm gonna just leave it how it is.
I'm gonna get a little. I'll do that. I'm gonna be. I'm fucking bald all right here.
You're
just with
not.
my hair
Your
right.
shit
No, I'll
is
get-
long.
I know. No, I'm saying later.
No, you're good. You're 36 already. You
Yeah.
already have started.
Yeah, but I don't want to be long hair in my 50s. It's like,
How long do you think you'll keep it for? And what's the longest you've had it?
not. I keep it trimmed, but maybe down here. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine you with short hair.
Me neither, man.
That's what I'm saying. Could you imagine him? Like, how would you even style it?
I don't know. I had a shaved head and a buzz cut, like a flat top in high school and shit. But as soon as I graduated, I just grew it out. It's been long for 18 years.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine you no other way. I don't think it would be you if you cut your hair.
Yeah, I'd lose all my mojo. I'd just be depressed. What's up, Craig?
Exactly.
Just turn into Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh.
Exactly.
Hey, guys. Man, Craig isn't funny anymore.
Yeah. That shit is Samson. That's
I used to watch him. Now I throw rocks at him. Hidalgo, get over here. Get him again, man. He sucks. H-Bomb. That's what we called him. We all had a little wrestling names. Hidalgo, the face stomper, was H-Bomb.
It was H-Bomb.
We used to always wrestle at Mike B's house, Mike Becker's house, or all the pay-per-views. That was the shit, man.
That was the shit.
Just smoke weed, eat mushrooms, watch men wrestle.
Yeah. And you, as a kid, you thought that shit was
So real.
You thought, and so back to my point is they all traveled together. Why as kids we didn't think about that? Like they all traveled together. They were in every city together. Why wouldn't we have thought it was not fake?
I don't know. Because you're a kid.
Yeah, you're a kid.
And it's fun.
Right. And so that's what it is. That's what politics is. It's like they, behind closed doors, they're friends and buddies. And then as soon as the light's on, it's like, I hate you.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Fucking politics, piece of shit.
But the Ultimate Warriors was my guy, man.
He was the shit,
He was
dude.
the shit. And I liked Mr. Perfect.
I don't remember Mr. Perfect, but probably if I saw him.
He used to spit the gum out and smack it into the audience. He had the perfect plex.
I don't remember that shit. How old are you?
36.
You
I turned
36? Okay.
37 this year. Yeah, he had the perfect plex. Yeah, then what was the motherfucker that was, he would do his abs. He would do this to his abs. He had the perfect abs. It wasn't Razor Ramon. It was fucking.
Razor Ramon was the shit.
Razor Ramon, but he was in NWO. But the what was the guy that would do? Oh, Ravishing Rick Rude.
Oh, I remember Rick
Did you
Rude.
fuck with Ravishing Rick Rude? Oh, those were my three. Those are my three wrestlers.
I liked the Stone Cold just because he drank beers. You know, you're a teenager, like, oh, you took the beer. Oh, he's a genius.
Yeah. I didn't fuck with Stone Cold because I could. He just he limped, and I was just like, yo,
He had bad knees.
I
man.
know, that's why I'm saying it didn't really look like he could do anything really to me. And it was like,
His story's amazing.
is it?
I read it on a meme once, so it's probably not true. But that fool was just.
That's the realest shit ever.
He was so poor. He worked on the docks and was like load potatoes and shit, and was just so poor that he just eat fucking raw potatoes for a little period of his life. Made his way out of it and became fucking Stone Cold. Kind of like some Rocky shit. I mean, Stallone. Like he sold his dog for money because he was so poor, and then he became Stallone. That's badass. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's why I'm selling face masks. Still waiting for Rocky, man.
Right. Damn, that's his story, like Stone Cold. Wow,
He
I
was
did not know that.
Dirt poor, yeah. And then just blew up in WWF, which is now WWE. Isn't that funny?
It's crazy.
The World Wildlife Foundation really fucked over the World Wrestling Federation because they were WWF for a cool decade.
Is that the reason why they changed their names?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, why am I learning so much with you today, man?
I like wrestling.
Yeah. I was just saying. I think I need to do some drugs so I can have some. It was either school or drugs that I can have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah. It's weird. The druggy culture, we are weird. Like, we'll know weird, insane facts about certain shit. Well, actually, it's a fungus and it eats plastic. It could save the world. But we don't utilize it.
Right.
Hemp can save the world.
Right.
Have you heard of hempcrete? You know there's hemp concrete. It's called hempcrete, and it's 10 times more fire resistant and stronger than cement, and it's organic, and we grow it, and it creates oxygen, and it'll clean and help everything. And you know why we don't use it? Because we're stupid as fuck. That's the only reason. It could, like hemp. If you look, I did a project on that shit. I did a project on Tupac and hemp. That's all I have in my brain right now.
It's Tupac.
That's it. Nothing else. We got most of all the solutions to this goddamn shit. And we just don't do it.
Oh, hell no.
Corporate
Hell
rule.
no. There ain't no money in it. Ain't no money in the
cure. Money's in the medicine. How the fuck is... I learned that when I was 15 off Chris Rock. And it's just the truth. There's no money in the cure.
Right.
The money... Follow Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi approved. You're welcome. Eat your medicine. It's so true. We eat cheeseburgers and take a pill. We'll eat McDonald's and then take a pill.
Exactly.
As opposed to just eating raw organic foods and shit. Although, I ain't gonna do that. Have you had a cheeseburger? Oh my God, it's good.
Nasty as hell. That's
It's
why.
so bad for you. But God, I want to be like, all right, I'm healthy 5 days a week. The weekend, give me the double. You know, we gotta live a little. Give me that salt.
But see, you don't drink anymore. I would think that you would be healthy.
I'm healthier than I used to be, but you know, who doesn't like bad food?
I don't think if I didn't drink, I would eat perfectly. I think drinking comes with like pizza and shit.
Nah,
and bad food.
it stays.
Right? That's what that's what
Let
I
me
think.
tell you, it stays.
It's
Yeah, you don't think I want a meatball sub at least once a week? I'm like, ooh, Vito's Pizza. Oh man, it's because some people who quit drugs and alcohol go into food because it's just another crutch, you know.
Another crutch.
But when are you gonna quit drinking?
Shit. I don't think I
I'm
am.
just kidding. No, yeah.
No, I don't. I don't even like the taste, and I don't really get drunk, so I don't even know why I drink. I think it's just more like a social thing.
Damn. All right. Well, you're already there.
Yeah. I think
Just
it's
quit.
It's just a social.
Here's what's
thing.
gonna happen. You're immediately gonna lose 15 pounds. And you'll be a little depressed at first, but then after that subsides, you'll be happier.
Well, what happens when you go on dates? Like okay, so like we did the show on Saturday, and my boy Calvin, you know, he was the first comic. He doesn't drink, and I just kept asking him. I was like, "Yo, you want?" I forgot he didn't drink. I was like, "Yo, you want to drink? You want to drink?" He was just like, kind of like just really like being like, "Oh no, I'm cool right now," just kind of like that. And then when we was about to leave, we we're like, "Okay, we're all gonna go get some food and get some drinks. Do you want to go?" And he was like, "I don't drink." And I was like, "Oh, that's right, you don't drink." So what do you do on like dates?
You just get a girlfriend real quick because you're fucked. No. No, it's so funny because before I got sober, I thought that I'd be like, whoa, what do I do? You just go to coffee dates or I got into comedy. You meet at the comedy clubs and you just, you know, most girls want to go get drinks. You just tell them like, look, I'm sober. And then I have dated some partiers while being sober and it doesn't work out.
It doesn't work out. No.
You're just different. You're on different wavelengths. It just
Right.
doesn't work out. So you got to find some. I don't mind if a girl like drinks and she get hammered every once in a while, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But if it's like an everyday occurrence, it's not going to work out, you know? And you just go get coffee or you go fucking to the beach or hike. There's other stuff than the hooch.
There is other stuff to do.
You get to know her. You talk to her. Fuck that. Hey, come on my bed.
Absolutely, come lay on my bed and have a drink and watch this Netflix.
Yeah. you just do anything but bars, really. Restaurants, coffee dates are great because it's you know, it's different world, you know, and you know, it's daytime day, it's cheap day, and then they can see if they like you in, you know, not a sketchy dark bar manner, you know.
Right. See, me and you date for different reasons. You date, you date for girlfriend. I'm dating for like.
I mean, who doesn't like
I know,
strange women? We all do, but that era is coming to an end, my friend.
Coming to an end.
I believe it has.
Yes, it is coming to an end.
Sorry, strange women. No more back alley sexing.
No. It is coming straight to an end.
Yeah. Get a good one settled down.
No, I think, have you ever like been sober and like the girl you're dating or something like that is like totally hammered and you're just looking at them like wow, like you were just and you just are so clear in your perspective in life and they're just like fumbling at the words and you're just looking at them like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's why you said it won't work.
It won't work. It won't work. When I was actually getting sober, I was dating a girl that was on pills and shit.
Right.
And loved to drink, and so did I. And then I was getting out of that world, and she was staying in it, and I was just like, "Oh, this is not gonna work." She used to put her pills in a little lockbox, hide them from me. Come on, let me in. Come on, I'll go down on you. Just give me a pill. Come on, baby, come on. I'll do it for an hour for 2 pills. Come on. Oh, please. You got the Oxycontin. Come on.
What's the first drug you ever did?
Weed. That doesn't count, but yeah, weed at 12 years old, and then alcohol came in at about 14, 15, high school shit.
Yeah.
narcotics came in. Like, yeah, I tried them in high school, but they didn't really come in until the bar scene. Oh boy, Hermosa Beach and cocaine. Let me tell you, fucking Jesus Christ.
Right.
And then I fell in love with opioids, pills,
Right.
Vicodins, Oxycontins. Oh God, that's terrible. It's heroin in a pill. People don't realize that. That's
Is
what
it?
you're on. Yeah, Oxycontin is synthetic heroin. Those little pills will get you, man. It starts out innocent. It got like all my friends, all like 10 out of 12 of us, just start off like one pill on the weekend. Oh, this is fun, and then all of a sudden, like hiding. We used to share them. Cut to 6 months later, you drop a pill. Who the fuck took my pill? Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, that's not a joke. It went from sharing to like, don't move.
Really?
Yeah, dude, they're so addictive. Nobody talks. Well, they're talking about it now. It's the opioid epidemic, bro.
Right.
And then some kids jump to heroin because it's just stronger and cheaper. Because Oxycontins are so expensive. Because they're so hard to get. It's 100% synthetic heroin, government made.
And what do they use it for? I don't even know about
Your tooth hurts. Ooh, come here. You 8 years old and your tooth hurts? Yeah, take a little heroin, kid. That sounds like a joke. That's a sad reality of what's happening here.
Right. So I grew up a Jehovah's Witness, so I never did drugs, anything. My mom would have killed me. The only thing, I just love women, so I was just trying to fuck as many girls as possible.
That's
That was
another drug.
That is another drug.
That'll get you a couple kids in
Yeah.
fiery piss.
Yeah.
I'm glad I went with powders. You still get fiery piss though.
That's hilarious.
Well, you care more about the high than the girl, but whenever you're in the drug world, there's going to be girls too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, anybody who didn't go down that route, I'm like, fucking good on you, man.
Right.
I wasted about a decade. Whoa.
Do you
Oh, wow.
remember a lot of this stuff in that
I
decade?
actually do, but then every now and then, like a homie will tell me a story. I'll be like, "Oh my god, I did that!" But I actually hardly ever blacked out. If I blacked out, I even would see just the flashes of it. I'm like, "Oh no,
Right.
oh no, not that big old girl." That's fucked up. Just kidding. Oh no. I let a gay dude rub my back down. It happens.
It happens.
You're on Molly. He's like, that's nice. You got strong hands. Oh shit.
I've never tried anything. Only weed and alcohol.
Keep it that way, bro.
Weed and alcohol.
If I advise anything, throw away the hooch. It's fucking poison, bro.
Right.
The weed, my whole thing on that, I've said it a million times, but like, if you're smoking like Snoop Dogg and you're not Snoop Dogg, put it down. Put it down.
Right.
He gets a pass,
Right,
okay?
right, 'cause he
He's
is Snoop
motherfucking
Dogg.
Snoop-a-loop.
Right.
He gets a pass.
Right. Or what's the other one? What's the other one that smokes a lot?
Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa. Yeah.
I used to say Wiz Khalifa. I don't even know why. Bob Marley, obviously. Bob Marley.
Right.
But my whole point is, if you're not super successful and that's your shit, what are you doing? Because for me, I couldn't do a most basic task. I'd be like, I just stay right here. I got some cinnamon toast crunch.
Right.
Who needs a job?
Who needs a job?
I got snap, crackle, pop.
Right.
I don't need that shit. So that's why I don't smoke weed. 'Cause I would smoke like Snoop Dogg, and then I wouldn't leave the home.
Right.
Just be me and Gandalf the Grey. You shall not pass. This really happened, man. That really happened, dude. Oh my god.
That's hilarious. No, I don't smoke. I've tried weed. I don't smoke weed like that.
Yeah, then you're fine. Like, if
Yeah.
you just smoke weed occasionally with your girl or to watch a movie, that's fucking fine. For me, it hindered my life.
Right.
I'd hit brew on the coffee pot, but I wouldn't put the coffee pot there, so there'd just be coffee everywhere. I'd be like, oh no, I fucked up.
Right.
That was at Vince's Spaghetti, and I was working, and my manager's like, who did this? I was like, oh fuck. I was like, just fucking shit up, bro. Dropping plates, eating out of the bus cart. I didn't give a fuck.
You give a fuck.
I got written up for that. She would yell at me like, you can't eat out of there. It's a health code, food hazard or whatever. I'd be like, it's still good, man.
Still good.
It's lasagna, man.
Right.
Just eat off the back end. They bit all sides. Who cares? They left a little mochi ice cream left. Some mochi balls. I'm high as a kite, lady. I'm busting your tables real good. Leave me alone.
I was a waiter for 12 years, so I know.
Yeah. There's good food left
Great
there.
man. What?
Not touched.
What?
You wouldn't
We
eat
were
it?
all. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm saying everybody don't. If anybody tries to tell you that they didn't eat after people, they're fucking lying. It's such.
I'd do it
good
right
food.
now.
Yeah, it was,
Fuck you, COVID.
Yeah. There's such great food and off the line. When it's coming off that line,
yeah.
you're grabbing fries.
You don't think I flick a little ravioli in my
Yeah,
hand?
yeah, exactly. Push that shit back together, make sure it's nice and looking good. Take the napkin, wipe off and you're right in there.
Scratch my head and stir your drink.
I never did no shit like that, but I would take food off the people and be like, oh, I'll just move this back the way it's nice and neat and everything.
I would do stuff innocently. I did a couple of malicious things, but you had to be a severe asshole. You
What
had
time?
to really be an asshole. Not even a mediocre asshole. I'd let some shit slide. But yeah, the little French fry ravioli thing, I would do that. That was just anybody. It didn't matter.
I tell people that because people are so afraid at restaurants. Like, because what was that movie Waiting?
Yeah.
What's one of the greatest
It's
movies.
so funny.
So good.
It's so funny.
But people think that like people are really doing that, and I'm like, if you're in a restaurant, you don't have time to fucking spit in people's food. You don't even really give a fuck, like you said, unless they're just the premier asshole. And that's so rare that it's just like.
It's very rare, and always I have the same thought. If you know, I probably did it 2 times out of 4 years, but I'm like, motherfucker, I handle your food,
Right.
bro. What
Right.
are you doing
What
right
are you
now?
doing? Well, I'm the nicest at restaurants.
Yeah,
I'm the nicest in my life at restaurants.
everyone should be, and also they're having a hard fucking time. Even when they suck, I was a server and busboy for about 4 years of my life, and like, I know when it's hard. I'll be like, oh shit, they're slammed. But if there's 2 tables and you still suck, I'm still nice to you, and I still tip you okay, but I make a no. I'm like, man,
Not
you
me.
fucking suck.
Not me. If you're 2 tables and you still sucked, I went to a restaurant last night and this girl 2 tables still fucking sucked. I'm like, what are you doing? There's no one here.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like I was a server for 12 years. What could you possibly be doing?
Yeah, it's
And they're
frustrating.
just bullshitting. So I'm not. I'll give them the normal, just basic tip.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Like, normally I do 20, but if they suck, I do
Right.
like 15, round down.
Damn, you better than me. If they suck, I'm giving double the tax, whatever that is.
That's 20%, fool.
Okay, well then
You've
shit.
been hooking them up. I don't
Well,
know
I
what.
hook up people. I tip.
Yeah.
So I'm a huge tipper because I was
Okay.
a server for 12 years, so I know.
I don't tip, but I tip just standard 20%. I believe tax is almost 10% now, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's like 9.85 or something. So if you just double tax, you're giving pretty much 20%.
Wow. Yeah, okay, there it is.
That's so funny.
What
You're
is-
so generous that your shitty tip is still a good
Yeah,
tip.
exactly. Because I was like,
That's not a bad problem. It goes, you know, everyone's fucking hurting. If you can, do it.
right. She was supposed to get like a $30 tip. I think I gave her like 17.
That's still a good tip,
That's a
even
great
in the
tip.
big scheme of things.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like this is 7.25%
That's it?
for California.
Oh, you suck, bro. You suck. No, I'm just kidding.
So double the tax.
Yeah, double the tax is 15. Whoopsie. I guess I'm a tightwad.
You know,
Oh,
I turned 15.
Your round bottom soda fell over. I finally drank it all. Fuck you, dude. These round bottom, goddamn shit
I still
kebabs.
have it. Mine is good though.
Oh, we've been rolling. I've been selling merch like a motherfucker.
Have you?
Hell yeah, dude. Well, I never got my unemployment. I've called 9,000 times.
Really? You never got it?
Well, because I got denied the employee route because I'm a comic, and then they did some new COVID-19 in independent contractor stipulations that I can reapply, and I can't get through, bro.
I would have never gone the comic route.
You had a job?
I was a server.
Oh, okay.
I was a server up until maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. Maybe. I was still on the road making mad money with Dion, and I was still like, I'm going to go and be a server for 3 days.
Damn, you're crazy. Fuck that.
No, because I made so much money as a server as well, too.
Yeah,
So I'm just like,
tips are
it's
fancy.
just like, 3 days? I only did 4 hours of 3 days. I was in the marina, the Mexican El Torritos.
Making $200-300 a night.
$200-300 a night.
That's so dope. Yeah, tips are good.
Yeah, so I was
Tips
like,
are
why
good.
would I stop? And then we were just touring too much. So I was just like, now I'm not even getting home to even go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and then this COVID thing fucked
This
everything
fucked up everything, bro.
We was about to do a 50-city tour. We was gonna tour. We was gonna do a show with Mariah Carey.
Oh my
We was
God, you
going
and
to, like,
Mariah
Yeah,
go back
Dubai.
like
We was
babies
going,
and pacifier.
because his Netflix special did amazing. So
I
he was
know,
just
dude.
getting all. We would just had all this shit lined up. We were down doing like 2,000 seaters.
Fuck.
We did one in Mississippi, and that was it.
I was just starting to headline to 42 people.
No, you could.
I would no, yeah,
No, but
that's
you still going. You still
I snuck in 2 dates.
Okay.
And yeah, dude, I had like 8 or 9 cities. Finally got some headlining shit. It's got rescheduled, but like postponed a year. I was working on an album and like maybe a soft special, like since we're doing the album, we're going to shoot it anyways and just try.
Right.
COVID, you suck.
COVID.
This
Like
fuck.
I was just like,
You were going with Mariah?
We was gonna do Mariah. We
I
was
love
going
Mariah.
to
I had the old school music box.
We was doing Dubai. We were doing all kind of shit. When the agents were telling us what we were doing, I was just like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait." And then it was I didn't even know how real it was because we had did Phoenix. That was our last thing we did was Phoenix, and we were supposed to go to Seattle. So he hits me up and he goes, "Yeah, man, Seattle's canceled." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "We got like 1 ticket or 2 tickets left." He's like, "Motherfucker, COVID. Like, get off your phone and check the real world." And I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, "Well, what about Portland?" I'm still not even really like.
Did you think it was gonna be 2 weeks too?
I thought it was gonna be done.
I thought it was. I've said it before, but I genuinely, with all my heart, thought I was like, "Oh, 2 weeks. Oh, we'll be back 2 weeks."
Right.
Oh,
Because this administration.
5 months later, you want a mask? You want a mask? Hey!
This administration has just fucked everything up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wuhan opened back up. Did you see that party they posted? They're celebrating like COVID free. They had a party. They were touching each other. I was like, oh, fuck. We fucked up. They're fucking barebacking over there at the epicenter.
Right. That's going to be the weird thing because, like, Dion is, like, super scared of all of that shit. So it's like.
Oh, man.
Now
Tell him to
it's-
take his tussin.
Exactly.
Take that tussin. Take that tussin. We're going to Dubai, motherfucker. Mariah's waiting.
Exactly. He doesn't want to leave the house. He only leaves the house for, like, fucking, like, groceries and goes back in the house.
Yeah,
But he's in a mansion, so that's
that's different.
that's different.
Quarantining in the mansion with millions of dollars is a little different than this.
Right.
Okay?
Exactly. He be calling me like, "Man, you good?" Like, no, you're good.
You good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool, but you're good.
You good. Can you open El Torritos back up?
right, exactly.
Hey, man, just let me sell your merch and keep the money.
Exactly.
I'll run your Shopify, bro.
Exactly. You're good.
Yeah, dude. Those germaphobe freaks, there's so many of them. They're not freaks.
Yeah.
But, the people afraid to shake hands before the pandemic, they're fucked. Their lives will never be the same. They already were weird before.
Yeah.
I would do a spit shake after this. No,
Yeah, I give 2 fucks.
It's just, yeah. I wear the mask and I do what I'm supposed to do out of courtesy for the elders and to do the right thing. But, dude.
Absolutely. I put the mask on when I walk into a business that tells me that I have to wear this mask.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not like, I forget. I'm like, oh, that's right.
I forget too. I'm like, oh, God damn it.
Right.
My loosey-goosey mask is in the car. Hang on.
Now I got the thing, like what a comic hit my, I'm not going to say his name because we got into it, but he hit my Instagram, was like, yeah, everybody's going to catch COVID at your show. And I was like,
I already know who that is. Fucking little bitch. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
If you were funny, you'd be on the show.
Exactly.
That's some haterade right there.
Haterade. I immediately DM'd him. Immediately, like, what?
I just block now. I'm like, you're not worth it.
Right.
But yeah,
but
I get it.
sometimes you gotta let, because like I'm the nicest guy, but I'm really not. I'm just in a different life now than I was growing up. But people don't know your life growing up because you see me. I'm always smiling. Hey, I love everybody. I genuinely love everybody. Want everybody to do well. But sometimes you gotta remind the motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, you do. You
gotta remind.
Yeah, don't.
So I had to remind him. It was so funny because he was. I'm not gonna say that, but he just kept going. He was like, he said something like, "You better watch who you talking to," or something like that. And I was like, I said, "You really don't know me."
Where do you live? I'm at your door.
That's what happened. He was like, "You better ask people about me." I go, "Hey, okay, so," and then I know how you can't threaten, so you always gotta, because this is all over DM. I go, just tell me what time and the place that we can meet up and we can have a conversation. And he's like, oh, now you're just trying to be gangster and bully me. And I'm like, no, you just said that you're this whatever, so let's just figure it out. Because all I'm asking you is, I really don't know you, and I just don't understand why you on my page talking shit.
Yeah.
You don't follow me, so I don't understand. I rarely know you, so let's just figure it out. Let's have a conversation in person. Oh no! And then he went to the apology.
Yeah, sounds like a bitch. right. Sounds like a standard bitch.
Right.
That's the difference between a bitch. Like, even sometimes, this really never happens to me anymore without alcohol. But you do some shit, you know, and you realize you're wrong, and they call you on it. But then you're like, fuck, I gotta fight anyways, or I'm a bitch. right. You know, so you're like, I know I'm wrong, but I gotta do this. Right. And why do you think I've been knocked out so much? But I stood the fuck up and I took my licks like a fucking man. Otherwise, you're a little bitch. You know? You're like, yeah, he got knocked out, but he's he stood his ground. That's happened too much.
No, I get it. That's how I learned.
Fuck. Oh, I called him out. Now I gotta go get my ass whooped.
Right. That's how I learned how to fight, because, well, it was a call. Like my mom, we would fight in the neighborhoods, and I would get beat up or something like that, and my mom would be like, "Go back out there and fight again, and don't come back in here until you win." So you had to learn how to fucking win.
Yeah.
And you're like fighting people in the neighborhood, like real gangsters. Like, I gotta win. My mom's gonna beat my ass. Like, I'm gonna whip your ass. I gotta figure it out. So that's how I learned how to fight, because my mom was like, "Don't come back here until you win."
I just see you like chasing down Gimpy Charlie or something. Hey, come here, I gotta beat somebody up.
I gotta beat somebody up. I gotta beat somebody up. I remember there was this gangster in my apartment. I lived in the projects. There was a gangster in my apartment building, and he used to just gangsters always just used to start trouble for no fucking reason. And he started, and I was up in someone's house, and he was like, he called on the phone, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll be waiting on you in the yard." And I'm like, "Fuck, man, this dude is, I don't know if he got a gun, knife." I'm like, "Man, I gotta go." And the girl was like, "You got two brothers. You better call your brother." I was like, "That's right. I do have two
Yeah.
brothers, and I just call my brothers like, "Yo, Johnny is here. Well, we got to go and fight Johnny." And then all of us, we like jumped him and shit. But it was like we had to. That's
You
how
had to. That's how it is.
That's how it is.
I remember one time I was drunk and gonna fight this guy because we hooked up with the same girl and I didn't give a fuck, but
Right.
he did.
Right.
He's like, I'm gonna fuck you up, and I was like, all right, fool. And then I was like, meet me at this park, and I was hammered and it was late at night, and me and my boys were gonna go to a little rumble in the park. But then I heard all these dudes in the background. I was like, wait, how many people you with? And he told me. I was like, oh, don't come. I won't be there. And I was like, what, are you crazy? I think I'll go get jumped.
right.
Trying to have a normal brawl here.
How many people you with? 15? Oh, I won't be there then.
I remember my boys just laughing because we're shit-faced.
Right,
and they
right.
just heard me try to speak gangster. Be like, fuck you, fool, y'all. Let's go meet at this park. And then cut to, oh, no, don't come. And then they all made fun. I was like, there's like 12 of them, bro. We got 3. What are we going to do? Sound like an army over there.
We will not be there. I will not be there. Oh, yeah. I wasn't stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid. I'm just
Like, get the fuck out of here.
I walked into some people jumping me, but I'm not going to go get jumped.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I've gone
I'm not
into...
making the appointment
No,
for
no,
the
no,
jumping.
Not at all.
Oh, yes. Midnight? Yes.
Not at all.
My head's right here, gentlemen.
Not at all. Not doing that. But my record on fighting is pretty good, though. I had to, man. I was light skinned in the black community, man. It's just like when you light skinned, I don't
Where'd
know.
you grow up?
I grew up in New Orleans.
Okay.
New Orleans and LA. I was back and forth. But when you light skinned, like they just treat you like, because you know all the light skinned people on TV was like Prince and shit when I was growing up.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, Shamar Moore. So they would just treat you like a bitch. And I'm like, oh, I'm far from that.
Yeah.
So now I'm like fighting and shit.
No, I all my fights were just sloppy, drunken. Probably about 99% of them could have been avoided.
Yeah.
100% for sure. And yeah, I was always just a stoner hippie kid and never really popped off in school like that. It was just always parties.
Right.
Just drunken, dumb stuff.
But see, when you live in the hood, you cannot
Yeah, you
avoid
have-
fights.
No.
It's like, it's just, they find it. Problems find you, even if you, like I said, I grew up at Jehovah's Witness and we were just like going to church 3 times a week, but problems still find you when you live in the hood.
Yeah, I grew up in Torrance in a
Right.
nice neighborhood, but a lot of my family, some of them lived in the hood, and
Right.
I got to visit it, but I
Right.
didn't have to
Right.
live
Live
it,
there,
you
right.
know. So I was hood adjacent.
Yeah,
as they say.
exactly. Right.
You know, I'd go listen to Zapp and Rogers, eat some
Yeah.
tacos,
Uh-huh.
shoot some fireworks, but then I'd go home.
Right.
And yeah, but it was rough, dude. Like
Yeah.
my uncle's house, there'd be bullet holes on the cars across the street, and I'd be like, "That's crazy."
Yeah.
We go put our finger in, and we're like, "Damn."
I remember one time, this is a true story. We had met these two, me and my boy, we had met these 2 girls at the mall. We took them back to the crib in the hood. We were sitting outside trying to figure out what we were going to do. This gangster dude, I guess, had a bad day, and he just starts shooting in our car for no reason. We're just sitting outside trying to figure out how we're going to fuck these girls. Are we going to fuck where are we going to go? And he just starts shooting in the car. And the girl is just screaming, and we're like, "Drive, bitch! What are you doing?
Get
like,
the
just
fuck-
get the
yeah.
fuck! Don't just sit here." So we drove like to Oxnard, and it was like good out there. Stayed out there for like the night. But that's how this shit is. Like that's how shit finds you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm just having a bad day. I'm just gonna shoot in the car with 4 people sitting here.
I lived in Inglewood for 2 years, and nothing ever happened to me like that. But I remember some nights I'd just hear automatic gun spray, and I'd just be like I'd be like, ah, you know, like a nervous laugh. You don't know what to do. I'd be like, just hear screaming, ah, and I'm like, oh man. So I didn't have AC, so I'd sleep. Yeah, because I lived in off of Chester and Hyde Park. right by the Rolling 60s and Inglewood Family Blood Gang. I was just a
You was
stoner.
just right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Like,
But
hey,
they
guys.
didn't fuck with you. You was just
No,
stoner.
nobody ever fucked with me.
Yeah.
I knew some of them.
Yeah.
We'd shoot fireworks at each other. It was fun. It was fun, dude.
Yeah.
We-
You had the perfect because you're a stoner. No one's really fucking with the
No.
stoner. Because you're just a cool dude. They're just like, oh, he just gets high.
It just nobody ever fucked with me. It was cool. I rented a house, 2-bedroom, garage, backyard, for like $1,300, dude. It's the shit. Yeah, and yeah, that's about it. Just heard some spraying a few nights. I was
That's
just
funny
like,
'cause
oh man, all I got is all these pocket knives. What am I gonna do? It was close though.
I was recently dating a girl, and you know, she was a white girl, and we were in a great neighborhood, but for some reason they start shooting up this neighborhood, and me just instantly just jumped on the floor and just like laying down, like, oh, she just walking to the patio, like, oh, let me see what's happening. I'm like, yo, if you don't get your ass down, she's like, oh, I just want to see what's going on.
They're shooting.
I'm like, they shoot.
They're
What you
shooting.
mean?
Laid down. And that was a good neighborhood?
It's an amazing neighborhood. She just didn't. I don't know what happened that night. It might not even have been shots, but it just sounded like that to me.
Yeah.
So I'm on the ground, like, you know what I mean. I'm like, fuck that. I
Fuck
know.
that.
It sounded familiar, and so I was like, fuck that. And she just like, let's just see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
I always tell my aunt and mom that I make fun of them. I don't mean anything by it. I was like, you guys live in the hood. And they're like, no, we don't. Because they live in Wilmington. And then they're like, no. I was like, how often do you hear gunshots? They're like, only like once a week. I was like, that's the hood. That's the hood. I love it. I still go there.
you should never
It's a
hear
beautiful house.
gunshots.
You're not supposed to hear gunshots.
ever.
I feel like gangs nowadays, though, pretty much just stick to gang shit.
Yeah.
It's not so much, you know, I feel like the 90s were crazy and you're always hearing these horror stories.
Yeah.
I just think it's bad for business.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
they just get heat. So they're just like, fuck that.
I when somebody tells me they're in a gang, I'm looking at them like, that still exists?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that still exists. Like, I'm so far removed from that. Like, I don't even know. Like, I live in a great neighborhood. Like, it's not even, none of my friends that I associate with now is like that.
It's
So
not
just
necessary.
it's not
That'd be funny if it was a
necessary.
comedy gang. Laugh Factory versus Comedy Store.
I feel like it's like that anyway.
It is, yeah.
It's like-
Through petty shit.
Yeah, through petty shit. This is true.
Cut to real fights in the parking lot. That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Damn, dog. It's getting hot as fuck in here.
It is.
Anyways, we've been rolling, though.
Yeah.
We got to get one more question in.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
How long do you usually do your podcast for?
Just an hour.
Just an hour.
No, we've been having a great time.
This is
My
great.
back is sweating.
Yeah, and I kind of, this was my sort of white outfit, like, and I wanted to kind of be.
You know I'm half Mexican.
I
though.
know you are, but I like your style, so I was like, I'm gonna rock the backwards hat like
Nice.
you today, like, you know what I'm saying, in like
Well,
in
thank
honor
you,
of
man.
you
I
putting me
appreciate
on
that.
your podcast, because like I said, I really enjoy it, and I was excited when you know, you asked me to be on it.
No, thank you for
yeah,
doing it, man.
so
I appreciate
I was
it.
like, I'm gonna
I'll be
rock
like,
the-
plug your dates. Plug your Marie Calendar dates. I was serving tables in the parking lot. Oh fuck, our lives got screwed. The whole world, the whole world got screwed.
Screwed. But
Fuck.
I'm gonna do these backyard joints as much as I can.
No, thank God.
Yeah,
dude.
you
we
can come
need
do it
something.
anytime you
Thank
want.
you. That was
man,
so fun.
Anytime.
So, but the final question of my podcast,
Okay.
the only theme I have is you got to give me a good shitting of the pants story. You just on a hot date and you diarrhea the wall or something real embarrassing.
Like shit for real? Or like I've never shitted on a real date. Like
No, I just mean a little kid, you pooped at school, you're Jehovah Witnessing, you pooped on a doorstep. Something real good, you know? Come on. You got
I
something.
don't know if I've ever had a shit story.
I know
Why
you
do
do.
you text text me that like, hey, at the
And
end,
I want this response, Eddie.
hey, yo, at the end of the podcast, we do a shit story. So make sure you have one.
This is the doodoo hour.
I don't know if I ever shit though.
Dude, I know you pooped in Dubai or something. You and me, I know a turd rolled down that leg before. You're shopping at a Ross and you just shit the floor.
I did
Yes.
shit. I remember.
Nice.
Yeah,
I knew you had
okay,
one.
so
And you look like a guy that had at least one.
we were out Jehovah's Witnessing.
Nice.
And so after.
Did I spark that memory when I said
Yes,
it?
you just did. Yes. I just said.
Yes.
Because I just remembered now. And this is true shit. Like, so we would go like afterwards, and my mom would do the shopping and shit, and so I had to use the bathroom, and my mom just kept saying, "Wait till we get home." She didn't like us using public bathrooms, and she was just like, "Wait till we get home. We're gonna be at home in an hour." And I'm like, "No, I gotta shit. I really." And then she's like, "No, you better hold it." My mom was one of them kind of moms that just like, if I tell you something, you have to do that.
Yeah.
So hold that shit. I don't give a fuck how long you gotta hold it, or you can. And my mom would like, from old school, whip asses like fucking extension cords. I gotta cut on my hair right here for my iron. She threw at me like so. It
We
was
had
one,
the belt.
Yeah, I got the belt too.
Yeah.
But my mom took it a step further. Like she would sit on you and have your ass right here, so you couldn't breathe, and you begin your ass whooped. That's how much like my mom was so different in her shit. And my mom was a professional ass whooper.
Nice.
So I was like, damn, I gotta hold it. And we go into Ross, and my mom went to somewhere else, and the bathroom was out of order.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I just had to. I went and like in the corner, like when you were young, you can remember can go into like clothes,
Yeah.
and hide into the
Oh
clothes.
no. Oh no.
And I took a little shit on the Ross floor in the clothes, and I took one of the whatever clothes that was and just wiped my ass and got out.
Can you imagine shopping and just smelling something and hearing something
yeah.
and just peeking in and just seeing a little kid? Oh my God.
I would never have remembered that story if you didn't talk about
Well,
what
thank
you had. Yeah, that was great. I'm kind of glad you didn't say anything to me because I would have never remembered.
You got to
that.
bamboozle, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I hate it when someone's like, "I've never shit my pants." I'm like, okay.
Okay, yes, you
Okay,
have.
asshole. God's perfect child over there, no doo-doo.
my boy shit in his pants like bad. We were coming back from this trip, and he was, black people are lactose intolerant, and he fucking drank some shit and he forgot and drank the shit, and we had to pull on the side of the road on the freeway, and this dude is shitting on the side of the road. Like he could not hold it, like he's just shitting. He's like, yo, just give me a t-shirt or something so he can wipe his ass.
He should have drove off.
See, that's why you got your face stomped in, because you was doing shit like that.
Wait. Can you imagine, like, if you're a cop, you see someone pissing in the public, it's a decent exposure. Like, what's the etiquette right there, copper? Like, he's shitting on the side of the road. He doesn't want to be doing that.
Yeah, right. What is it that you can? How do you approach him?
I don't know. Like, that's what I mean. Like, you'd be like, young man, could you finish wiping your ass? I have to give you a ticket. Could you give me the ticket so I could wipe my ass? You're in the conundrum. It's a paradox.
No.
Catch 22. Catch doo-doo.
No, this is America. We were black, so they just shot us.
I know. I'm sorry, man. I'm
Yo,
sorry.
you taking a shit? I'm sorry.
That's 7 turds, 7 shots. 7 shots for 7 dookies, motherfucker.
That's the thing, yo. Listen, I know it's so hard now being a cop.
Way to bring
because
it down.
I
man.
know. No,
Just
what
kidding.
I'm
No,
saying
it's
is
real. It's real.
You can't
That
make
fool just-
fun of anything anymore because people get so serious about everything. Like, that's a funny bit. I know
it is a funny bit.
But people will be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you just said." But no,
It's a good bit.
It's a good fucking
Seven
bit.
turds, 7 shots.
Exactly.
That's a good bit.
Right.
It's a sad, real reality
Yeah.
of America. That fool just got shot 7 times. Robert
7
Blake,
times,
7
yeah.
times. Come on,
Break him
man.
a fight, go into his car. I do though sometimes, and I listen. If they're yelling at me, I'm stopping. Okay, what do you? If I ain't got nothing to hide, I'm stopping because I don't need that.
The whole point, I think Ice Cube shared it. It was a meme on my information. Ice
a
Cube's
meme. I
the
love that.
shit.
You should
But
put
he
that
just
on a t-shirt though.
learn everything from
From me,
memes.
yeah.
He just did some artwork and it said, "Hey cops, you're not supposed to shoot guilty people either."
Right.
You know.
Right.
Yeah, the guy was walking away, but do you need to shoot him 7 times?
They be
Like, goddamn.
You know, it's a hard job. It's a hard job.
It is a hard job.
You know, they're trying to get home to their families like you're trying to get home to your family, right? So, you know, a lot of cops are scared. So I think we need a lot more training.
But it doesn't
That's what
happen
happened.
in other countries like it does here.
We need more
You know.
training.
It's crazy. And I just shared it on my Insta story. I think Riza Alism, he's fucking why am I drawing a blank? Because you got the Jehovah's Witness in my brain.
And shouldn't it, Ross?
He's fucking, what's the fucking
Muslim?
triple, but he's like triple Muslim.
Oh, I don't know.
Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's Witness. Jehovah's Witness
Anyways,
is the real religion.
He's good. I fucking love this fool. When I lived in Inglewood, I'd always buy the bean pies off them, and then wear the suits.
Muslims.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nation of
they're-
Islam.
Nation
there
of
it
Islam,
is.
Yeah, Muslims,
Isn't that
yeah.
different?
No, Muslim Nation of Islam is it like well, I don't know.
Isn't it run
I
by
don't-
Farrakhan? And
Yeah,
it's like an offshoot.
it's an offshoot.
I think it's particularly American.
Because I remember Muslim. I
Okay.
can remember that, but I forgot it was
The
called
Nation
Nation
of
of Islam.
Islam.
Bow ties.
Anyways, he's always sharing just facts and history, and he'll just tell you the truth of shit. And he shared a Dick Gregory stand-up. It
You
wasn't
just
stand-up.
posted that, right? 'Cause
Yeah,
I just was
yeah.
like,
I just
okay.
shared it.
Yeah.
And it was just how to fix the problem with cops shooting people of color and anyone for that matter.
Right.
And it's just like, take away their pay. He's like, you won't prosecute them in this country. But he just basically said if that cop likes feeding his family more than, you know, his racism or hate or bigotry or fear or whatever the fuck it
Whatever
may be,
the fuck it is.
he's going to think twice about pulling the trigger 7 times because he wants to provide for his family. So basically he's saying, like, even if the cop is racist, is hateful, is fearful, is whatever, his love for his family is going to override that to where he's not going to be so brutal and just so quick on the trigger. And it's like, that sounds like facts.
Yeah, but again, it's a very hard job. I've never disputed that it's a very hard
Yeah.
job. So, you know, you don't know what someone has, but I just don't agree with just shooting people and they're walking to their car. Like, I don't
Yeah,
understand.
not just shooting, like almost unloading the clip.
right.
Yeah, maybe one shot to the upper right shoulder. You know, you get a little, just wing him a little bit. He'll be bad at softball at family gatherings, but 7 shots in his back. Come on, dude.
Right.
Maybe a little leg, a little, you know.
Yeah, it's right.
I mean, I don't want him to limp the rest of his life, but he still has the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Is the point of
They
it.
said this dude's gonna be paralyzed.
7 shots, bro. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't want to be a cop though. That's a hard job. I would say that.
Let's go back to talking about poop.
You can edit that part out. I'm sorry.
No.
It was just a
It's-
great joke that was there.
It's real.
I just had,
It's
to, had to do
happening.
the joke right there.
It needs to be talked
I'm
about.
shitting on the ground. They're gonna shoot me because I'm black. That was just
It's a
joke.
good bit.
Yeah,
It's a
good
bad bit. It's a good bad bit. It's a good. It's an unfortunate, real, honest bit.
All right, that's it.
Everybody, this is Ocean Glapion.
Yeah.
Check them out. I'll tag you in all the things.
Yeah.
Normally, I'd say plug your dates, but
Yeah.
we know what it is
You
over
can just
here.
plug my
We'll-
social media,
Yeah,
which
we'll
is
tag you and
Ocean Live.
you'll be tagged up. We'll
Yeah,
do promo
appreciate
clips.
it.
Very funny dude. Very
Yeah.
funny comic. Check him out.
Yeah.
And that's it, man. That's the fucking community service podcast. I love you all. Thank you for everything. Peace.
Peace.
Okay, I gotta thank a bunch of people. First of all, thank you, Don at the High Society. This is the first time I've ever worn a tie-dye shirt. I know my face looks like a tie-dye billboard, but I've never been into super loud colors, but this is mild tie-dye. I could do mild tie-dye, and also it's changing. Like back in the day, if you wore tie-dye, you were the only one. Now it's like a trend. I hate being on the trendy bandwagon, but some of the more mild tie-dye I like. Like I like this, but that super loud shit, that super rainbow spiral,
Yeah.
it's too much, man. I already get looked at enough by the cops, okay? Anyways, at the High Society, thank you for the gear. They gave me clothes. They're starting a clothing line. I know how that goes. If you like High Society, if you like weed and you like tie-dye, go hop a shirt. No discount code. Maybe there is. You got to ask him. It's not my business. Anyways, next sponsor. Thank you, Stickers Supreme, for my stickers. I have to order more. I oversold those too. Been selling. People been buying stuff. God bless you all. Thank you, Sticker Supreme. And then, of course, Comedy Showcase app that I am part of the founding members. Don't ask me how. Dodgeball, ironically. So Comedy Showcase app is currently only for Apple until we make more money, and then we'll make an Android version. Right now, we're in the negative. We have about 50 subscribers, but even with 50 subscribers, we're still able to pay every comic on the app like $6 to $8. I think Ocean's here. Anyways, Comedy Showcase app pays the comics cheaper than a cup of coffee, $3 a month. 2/3 of it goes to producing shows for comics and paying the comics. So that's awesome. Thank you. I love you all. Peace.